Hey everyone, Percy Jules here. So today we're going to talk about a plugin that I very recently discovered. I think it was also released not too long ago, something like 3 months ago or so it's relatively new. Name of the plugin is The Sub by Iceberg Audio, and I think it's a very interesting plugin. So let's take a look at it.
Supercy.
Okay, so The Sub by Iceberg Audio. Even sounds cool, doesn't it? Anyway, I believe at the moment it is on sale on Plugin Boutique. I will leave a link in the description. It is going to be an affiliate link, which means that should you be interested, wouldn't cost you anything more, but I would get a little commission, which of course would help support me and this channel. Now, once you've downloaded it, it's going to look something like this. And at first glance, you might notice that it looks very, very simple. And that is actually exactly what it is. Very, very simple. Now, as the name suggests, it is a plugin dedicated to sub basses. And before we get into the interface, as you can see, I just made a little loop here, a little demo loop. And let's just first take a listen. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, now let's take a look at the interface. Now, as I already mentioned, it is very, very simple looking. There are only a few knobs to play with. Now, up here, you can select a preset. So this thing comes with something like 50 plus, I believe 52 presets to choose from. Now, once you've chosen a preset, then here you can play with the drive knob. I believe that most of us are familiar with drive. And as they themselves say, if we look at their website, they say, okay, the drive knob, the drive feature uses a custom designed algorithm for sub-bass frequencies. So it's specially made for sub-bass frequencies. Use it to add warmth and depth to your sound without compromising the clarity of the lowest frequencies. Okay, well, that's quite ambitious. Well, let's do a little test. Okay, so let's solo this bass. And let's play around with it. Okay, let's play with the drive knob and see what it does. Okay, let's try another one. Okay. Impressive. Yeah, so that wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. I mean, of course, by using the drive knob, something is being done to the sound. You know, it will have an effect on the sound. But those lower frequencies, so that subbiness is still there. So it's still intact. So yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, next up here we have a feature called Extra Attack. You can switch it on and switch it off. That's usually how it works. And what it is, let's go back to the website. Extra attack, cut through the mix. So internally, extra attack works by applying a pitch-independent attack overlay. This ensures each note punches with equal force. I wanna hear that. Okay, let's play this bass again, and I'm gonna turn the extra attack on and off. Let's go. Now again, they weren't lying, it definitely adds some punch to the sound. Alright, moving on. So down here we have ADSR settings. So these are just straightforward ADSR settings. So attack, delay, sustain, release. So you can mess with that. Doesn't really come any more straightforward than that, I believe. And finally to the right here we have glide, the glider. So at the moment it is set to 0 milliseconds, which effectively means that it is kind of turned off. But if we turn it to the right, and we can get it up to 1 second. And anything in between, of course. And that's it. That's everything there is. That's all. I mean, yes, there are some menu settings over here. You can do something to the glider, apparently. Also some pitch bend options. You can save presets. But basically, that's all there is to it. That's the entire plugin. And I know what you're thinking. Well, actually, I don't know what you're thinking. But let me tell you what I think about this plugin. So in conclusion, now let's start with something that some might consider a con, a downside. No, this plugin doesn't come with an infinite amount of presets. It has a decent amount, but not an extreme amount of presets to choose from. And you also don't get a lot of control over it when it comes to tweaking them. You know, and as I mentioned, some may consider that a con, a downside. But I would say that you know, looking at the purpose for what this plugin was made for, or at least what I believe it was made for, this might actually be a strength. Because 50 plus presets, again, not an insane amount of presets, but it's definitely a decent amount of presets to choose from. The presets are also very good, in my opinion, so very well crafted. Also, the algorithms that this thing uses seem to be very good. You know, so you don't have to worry about the quality of the sound. Whatever you do to it, however you tweak it, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, some unexpected distortion or anything like that. So the quality is going to be good. It's going to give you some good quality sounds. Now, it also definitely covers a lot of ground when it comes to different genres. So, for example, hip-hop, drum and bass, R&B, dance music. You know, obviously, it's mainly going to be applicable to electronic music. But within that context, you know, there's definitely quite a bit there. And then possibly the biggest strength of this plugin, and I talked about this before, it seems to be becoming a trend, or it already is a trend, where plugin developers seem to be more and more focusing on ease of use. So more and more we're seeing plugins with only 2 or 3 or 4 knobs and not a lot more, you know, and these plugins obviously are going to be very, very easy to use. The requirement, though, for plugins like this is that they do have to deliver good quality sounds. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. And I believe that this plugin, the Sub, has that quality. So it is very, very easy to use, and it does deliver very good quality sounds. So it is going to be perfect for you if, let's say that you're working on a project, you know, you're in your creative moment, you're in the zone and you don't want to get out of that, but you do need a sub bass. Well, you can just grab this plugin, just choose one of the presets, tweak it a little bit, and it's there. So you do have a good quality, good sounding sub bass within seconds. And that, I believe, is exactly the purpose of this plugin. And I know that some of us are really into tweaking sounds here and tweaking it there and sound design almost. And that's great, that's amazing. But if that is you, then this plugin might not be your cup of tea. But again, if you're in need of a good quality sound, good quality sub bass sound, then this plugin is definitely one to check out. Anyway, that is my view on the Sub by Iceberg Audio. Go check it out for yourself if you like. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm going to talk to you in the next video.